Welcome back, traders. Second portion of our show, Market Movers, and seems like things are moving on the Canadian railroads.
Yeah, Joel, Canadian Pacific Railway, which is CP, is moving up here. Moved up Friday on report that one activist shareholder has taken a major position in the company. So they're speculating that there may be some major restructuring going on there on CP, which is pressing the stock much, much higher. Went up and traded up over $70 on Friday night on that report. Now it's settled back a little bit, trading 68.40 after closing 64.57 on 4 o'clock on Friday. So it is up almost 4 points here again. I look at that $70 though, Joel. That number is huge on this stock. Enormous.
Yeah, I concur there. I do see it popped up to 70.95 in the pre-market, post-market, however you want to interpret it. And it's kind of been on a steady decline since then. Tried to bump its head up against 70 one other time. But Dennis, you've seen this once, you've seen this 1,000 times. You get, some kind of announcement like this, or restructuring in the company, or, splitting into 5 different parts, and there's that immediate pop, and then people realize, well, this is really all the news that there really is, and then the stock just settles back into its normal range. So I'd be looking at 70 all the way up to the $95 level. On the other hand, if this thing can't hold 67, it'd be time to stop at the train station.
Joel, I completely agree here. This thing was at $45. 44, well, the 52-week low is 44.74, but it was $45 at the beginning of October. It's going to be trading close to $70 now, which is right where the old resistance is. This looks like a swing trader's dream almost, a short. Obviously, if it starts trading 72, $73, maybe it shakes you out. But man, this has just had such a move. I know you're selling into momentum. It's a total contrarian strategy here. That level's huge though, it's $70. So hard to say. I think it starts trading significantly above 70, then maybe you've got to taste some risk off. But below that 70 area here, it's actually, you've got a nice number there.
Well, just think about it. What if you were long this stock and this news came out?
Dude, it's gone. If I'm long that stock, especially if I bought $45, $50, or even if I was long it from 65, I took heat all the way to 45. All of a sudden, in 3.5 weeks, it's given my entire gain back or entire loss back and given me a little bit of a gain. I'm out of there, man. So you got to think there's got to be some traders out there that probably took some pretty decent heat on this thing and are probably drooling at the opportunity to slip out of this thing flat or even with a small profit. Yeah, so basically, my outlook, in my own opinion, I wouldn't want to own this thing, and I'm kind of looking at the opportunity to possibly even short it into the momentum. But that's my own opinion. So, obviously it's all, consult your own brokers out there before. Don't trade off of our opinion. We're just trying to give you our information. So CNI is one that trades a lot with this Canadian National Railway. That's been bumping up against its 52-week high, too. Had a heck of a run. The only thing here, though, this news is so company-specific. You wonder if there will be a sympathy move from CNI today, because it's very company-specific, the news. Sometimes when you get overall earnings were good or something like that, well, then they're thinking their earnings are going to be good. But this is pretty company-specific for CP. So I'm not sure you'll see such a sympathy move as you would on like, let's say, an earnings play when the stock's trading up $4. So that's another good thing to think about. Just because the stock's trading up $4, you think about the reason that it's trading up $4 more so, if you're trading pairs and stuff like that. So that applies to all stocks.
Is there only 2 railroads in Canada, Dennis?
Those are the 2. Yeah, those are the 2 big ones. I think there's some smaller ones there too. Obviously in the U.S. you've got CSX, you've got a ton of them in the U.S. But over in Canada, those are the 2 big guns. So CNI, obviously, I'm looking at that chart and I see that $80 area as major resistance. We're right there. If we do get a sympathy move, it may press us up over that 52-week high of 81.26. But we're right at resistance on this one, too. So, it's hard to say, Joel.
I think we got our point across, Dennis.
I think we did, too.
Okay. Moving on.
Humana has earnings here, had earnings just report, had really good numbers here. HUM, closed at 80.35 actually here in the pre-market. It's now trading 81.62. It was trading a little higher, about half an hour ago, so it settled down here a bit. But, the stock, this stock has had a heck of, so many stocks have had a heck of a move here in the last 3.5 weeks. We're kind of sounding like a broken record, but we're approaching that old 52-week high of 84.32. So I'd expect some resistance in that area there, Joel.
Yeah, it looks like in the pre-market, 82 has been the stopping point for a while. So if you do short the open, at least expect to take some heat up to that area. Above that, I see 82, 81 was a high there before one of its recent sell-offs. So there's a couple good resistance points for you. And then, of course, if you can hold that $80 psychological level on the downside, we might get a pullback. Also, you have Thursdays and Fridays high right in this area too. So keep a close eye on this 81.39 as well.
Let's talk about some of these European banks here, Joel. They're actually pulling back significantly. I know a couple days ago we were saying, wow, these rallies here, these things have had a heck of a move here, and obviously now they're starting to give back some significant gains. Deutsche Bank's down $3 here this morning, Joel. DB closed 46.80, trading 43.59. So, you think over there, oh, maybe they got the European crisis solved, but I don't know if that's just gets solved overnight, all that stuff. So, and we've had a heck of a move here in the Deutsche Bank, and it's given some back here today. Other stocks you might want to keep an eye on, like Barclays and the ING and all the other ones we've talked about a number. But maybe Joel can do some individual numbers for some of those stocks.
Well, it's pretty much going to be the same thing. You have, you had the gap ups in these stocks. So now the stocks are trying to gap down and fill the gap up. So you're going to find support in the Deutsche Bank. I mean, I don't have anything really good until this the $41 level. We're still a couple bucks away from there. But just the same thing with ING. I mean, you had the gap up in the stocks, and now it's coming back down, trying to fill it. You really don't come into good support. Well, actually, we're coming into support on the ING. That looks like it's closer to filling the gap than the other stocks. We'll use that $9 level as the swing level. And then just looking at these other ones, is you look at the chart at one of these things, and it's like looking at the same thing. The Barclays needs to come down to that $12 area to fill the gap.
I want to see a sick move here, Joel. Check out the chart on Neighbors, which is NBR over the last month. This stock was trading 11.05 a month ago. It's now trading 19.98. It's almost been a double here in 3.5 weeks. The stock actually, same type of deal here. CEO, the headline coming from Fly on the Wall, Neighbors Industry CEO, change could accelerate restructuring. So they're talking about some restructuring there too. It also got an upgrade over there at Dahlman Rose. That's from Fly on the Wall as well. So here's a stock that has, basically just been killed in September, going from $18 down to $11, gets it all back in 1 month, and now coming into a pretty significant resistance area at this $20. Maybe if it presses, the scary thing on this one though, it presses up over the 20 and starts to open up again too. So it's a tricky one. You can maybe try a short there, but you gotta be somewhat tight with the stop because it opens up there in a hurry there, Joel, too. I don't see much between 20 and 25.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I would just use that 20 as a swing number. I mean, it hit 20.09 in the pre-market. We're trading a little bit below there. So, what else can we say? I mean, we're going to, come out and tell the people, the stock's going to 30 after, coming from 11. I just don't know what else to tell our listeners about this stock.
SOHU, which is Sohu.com, trading down $4 here today. Just getting the headline here for you. 1 second. I'll read the headline over here, Joel. We'll do some technicals and I'll get the fundamentals here.
Yeah.
It was reported, it's an earnings here, Joel. It's just an earnings. It's an earnings beat. Sohu, $1.30 from Fly on the Wall, $1.30. OSC $1.30 to $1.35 versus consensus $1.25. So they raised guidance a little bit. They actually reported $1.26 versus $1.18, all from Fly on the Wall there. So obviously they're not still liking that because the stock's trading down here, $65 after closing at 69. That $70 was huge on this stock. Looks like it stopped out there and now it's pulling back here, Joel.
Well, it's just it's kind of going to replay here from Friday. We're currently at trading below Friday's low at 65.35. So you can use that as a swing number. We get above the 65.35, might have a chance to show a little bit of life. But below the 65, I mean, this thing seems like it has a 3, 4, 5 point range every day. So it looks like this mild support at the close on Thursday at 64.18, but you got to like this 61.55 number, which was Thursday's low.
CTB, Cooper Tire and Rubber Company, trading down here $13 after closing $14.33. Not a lot of volume, so it's hard to say if that's where it's going to open or not. But this stock, another one's moved up from $10 to $14. Looks like it's going to take a bit of a breather here this morning. I like the $12 area, but that's still $1 away. I don't know I don't see much really in between 12 and 13. It was pulled back to 12. That was an old resistance level back in August where we topped out. So maybe that area gives you some support, but I don't know if it's going to fall another $1 from here. What do you think on CTB, Joel?
I'd like to see it get a pop up here into the mid-13s. You had a triple bottom on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. 13, 44, 56, and 60. So obviously you had some accumulation of the stock in that area. If we get a pop up to there, expect to see some sellers. Coming on the downside, I see a low at 12.48 on the 20th of this month. So gonna call that support for now.
Well, obviously we're down 15 across the board. We can't talk about every stock in the S&P, but it looks like, overall you're going to be weaker here in your financials. You're going to be weaker here. And some of your oil stocks are looking weak to me too, just an overall take. So, some of your cyclicals there as well. But, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to close here with, Joel?
No, we're just creeping down, making just new lows incrementally here in the S&Ps, kind of jettisoning toward Thursday's intraday low at 1260.75. So that'd be some good, decent support in the market. Getting a pop up to Friday's low, which 1272.75 should be a real good stopping point today. That's our show for today, folks. We hope we're giving you some good information, and we'll be back with you on Tuesday.
Okay, I'll let you post that up, and I'll talk to you after the open.